Supposedly it's going. There we go. All right, ahoy, ahoy. Play a little Sea of Thieves. Yay. Sorry for the coughing. Dead horse. All right, folks. How's it going today? Sorry, I'm a little groggy still. Woke up early, had some coffee, went right back to bed. But hey, it's Labor Day weekend, so I hope everybody's doing well. We'll see how this goes. If not, I got something else in mind, so we shall see, eh? Nothing new. Pop-up plunder really doesn't matter. Yeah. Marcus Aurelius from Meditations, Book 10, verse 30. Wherever you take offense at someone's wrongdoing, immediately turn to your own similar failings, such as seeing money as good or pleasure, or a little fame, whatever form it takes. By thinking on this, you'll quickly forget your anger, considering also what compels them. For what else could they do? Or, if you are able, remove their compulsion. So, yeah. Socrates. Just remember, you've done bad stuff too. When you felt out of sorts, not necessarily done it on purpose. I believe that's kind of a pre-Stoic mentality. And just keeping those little factoids in mind. That, yeah, nobody's perfect. We're all human. And I think that brings that consideration into play. You know, once you put yourself in there, to realize that you're just as fallible as the one that you're judging. Which we really shouldn't do either. Because we do have the power of judgment. But really, the only person that we should be judging is ourselves. Because we're the only ones that can control that. We can't control others, so why would we judge them by any particular yardstick? Which is a nice little anecdote I heard on a podcast the other day. Is in order to judge somebody, you need a ruler. And in order to have a ruler, you need to have the experience and the skill set, yada yada yada, to have that expertise in order to judge. And, well, most people don't. Real life experience, 30 years in cooking, I've seen a lot of people there's one from my dietary days as the dietary director at a retirement community. All those old folks would always critique, and these people were not happy. So if you want to talk about literal examples of being there when the captain calls, those people would get downright mean and nasty just because meatloaf wasn't done the way their mom did it. Well, I'm sorry. Your mom was making that meatloaf in like 1910. Things have changed. I'm not your mom. It's kind of like an unreasonable expectation that they turned into judgment that they assented to. And then they say something and take it out on me, I guess, technically, or whoever it would have been. And that's kind of the swerve. I mean, do you want people to, well, we shouldn't care about the impressions of other people. However, I mean, there is something to say about being kind and nice, and that reflects on your character. So I don't think people are going to necessarily want to hang around characters that are vicious. Shipwreck Bay. So, see what I'm saying? So far, that's been my secondary challenge. Or it could be my primary one. I don't know. It's one of the things I reflect on for sure. Anger is kind of what brought me into the fold. Just learning how to deal with that. But I think most of my anger comes about from being judgmental of everything around me. And unreasonably high set of expectations. Ugh. Bless me. Sneezy sneeze. Hey, some reward points. What are you doing, kitty? You can just chill right there. Crux are dead. Okay, he's on the other side. Oh. Ugh. Okay. Mostly loot.
What is she looking at? You leaving, or am I walking backwards?
M8. Right off of Taggers, too. You guys are trying to get me killed. So yeah, it's challenging, and it's just kind of thing to do. And the trick is to keep doing it. That's what I was reflecting on the day before yesterday, just, you know, with friends. And isolation is not the thing to do in Stoicism. And then it's like, I kind of wonder, when you have Epictetus's discourses talking about, you know, you have to be a good friend in order to have good friends. And I look at my friend group that I had for years, but then we've just fallen apart. And then I wonder if I'm being too stubborn by not reaching out and calling. But then I remember it's not like they have. Weast. So it's not like they have. So then who's at fault? Or maybe no one's at fault. And maybe the friendship isn't even really in jeopardy. I mean, it just kind of is what it is. You know, being an Air Force brat, I've had to deal with lots of friendships ending, just dropping off over time. It's not a bad thing. It's just one of those things. That's kind of a good example of not putting any judgment on it. And folks get busy, you know, that's just kind of life. Oh, let's see what this is. We got some birds out there. So what can you do at that point? You know, nothing. I could reach out, sure. And overthinking is also counterproductive to your virtue, because it's kind of an overuse of wisdom, I guess. Weird. Do 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 do. Oh yeah, helped out a buddy yesterday, helped him move. He didn't have anybody else to help him. What was another validating thing I ran into today? Oh, yesterday. Oh yeah, I went to the gym. And there were two little girls there. Not at the same time, but as we were walking in, my wife and I. There were two kids that recognized me from the elementary school that I'm the custodian. So that was kind of cool. They're like, oh, it's the cleaner man. But it was just kind of nice to be recognized. And, you know, that at least I do a job there. I mean, I'm an acknowledged personality, I suppose. So it just kind of puts things into perspective. You know, I was in the service industry 30 years. And I'll just break it down from the food truck I was just last on for like the last 7. Yeah, no one ever said anything to me about good food, good cooking. No one recognized me for that. And that was something I had a passion for. You know, thought I was good at. Was good at. No thinking about it. You obviously don't get to sell food because you suck at it. You don't make 100 and... What was our highest we made? 150 something grand in a year. There we go. But stoically, that's also a false judgment of that, because if I was looking for the opinions of others to justify stuff, that's not a good place to look. Go, Sharky. One done. So yeah, that was nice. That was nice. Even the one I recognized when we first walked in, and then the second one I didn't, but that was kind of cool. But yeah, it's my judgment of others and my expectations of others, and I think what we humans get caught up in is that since we're human and we behave a certain way, we expect that the other humans around us also behave that certain way. And we forget that that's our individual peccadillos. Not necessarily everybody has the same ones. You could probably see that in fears more than anything. Not everybody fears the same thing. Some people are scared of heights, some people aren't. Some people are scared of spiders, some people aren't. Some people have a work ethic, some people don't. Some people are considerate, some people aren't. And just because someone isn't like you, that doesn't necessarily mean anything. The only thing it means is that they are different. And that we can't put an external judgment upon being different from yourself. Because we're both. We are and we aren't, I think. As far as our life and our experiences go, yeah, we're different. But as far as like the macro, you know, we're humans. We all have had the same potential to go through the same experiences. Yet, again, it's our choices and judgments that are going to be different. And again, like I said, I wrestle with anger. Not so much anymore. It's not a passion. It's not a vicious level like it used to be. What is this in my Twitch? Okay. So yeah, it just all depends on what life gives you. Kind of like all the boats in this sea of thieves. You know, depending where you are, your experience could differ. However, we're all in ships. We're all in the same water. We're just at different places. My ship is having a rough time at the moment. But what do? Jump off? That would be silly. No, we're gonna stay here. We're gonna make the best of what we can, because this is our ship. And we're responsible for it. Which is probably another thing that people fear, is that responsibility and those consequences. Some people get frozen by that. Just that in and of itself, the consequences. I think that one should be assertive with that. If you finally come to a decision, you should obviously make it. Because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. As long as you've done your premeditato malorum, hopefully anything unforeseen will be expected, and you'll know how to deal with it when the time comes. And easier said than done. If not, hopefully you have that stoic discipline to be able to reflect and pause before coming up with something. Oh, sorry for the snorts. Monetization. I don't have enough to monetize. Why are you, It's just silly. Revenue. Yeah, with one viewer. But yeah, that's kind of why I like the stoicism on this game, because some of the analogies could fit. I'm gonna have to switch up the games though. Oh, kitty, you're fine. Where are you going? Uh. And it's gonna be Javi's day again today. I don't know what I look forward to more, the burrito or the streams. Probably the burrito. The burrito keeps me alive and provides sustenance to this game, while giving me an opportunity to kind of apply stoicism a little bit more than I would in my real life. The game isn't, the video games are preferred and different, for me anyway. I'm gonna have to go and shut these house windows. It's rainy, and I try to explain this to the wife. But she never seems to get it. Is the fact that water vapor is the single worst compound in the environment for global warming. Yeah, believe it or not, people, steam, humidity, of all things. It's not CO2. You know how silly that is? CO2 responsible for global warming. I mean, people are aware of what keeps plants green, right? It's carbon dioxide. I hear phantoms. We don't like phantoms. Let's get this stuff off our ship. And I'm not hungry. For a burrito. My little boar.
Welcome!
Oh, are you kidding me? What? What? How's it taking 3 shots? Oh. Oh, hello. Ow. 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 Huh? Okay. Oh, jeez. All right. Well. Go back to my ship here. I have to go upstairs for a sec. This is kind of a dangerous place to be, but oh well. I shall return real quick before I sink, hopefully. Oh, okay. I have returned. Yeah, it's like go back to that. I had a buddy yesterday, last night, early this morning. Jeez, whenever. We were talking, and it's interesting once you get some of these Stoic concepts in your head. Even if you're only just kind of slightly getting it yourself, That pause and reflect is a big one. But you're able to see the irrational expectations of those around you in the media, maybe in your friends or your family. My buddy last night, who I've known for 30 years, I can't remember what he was going on about specifically, because I don't know if it's me being a bad friend, but he's just kind of, he goes on and on about the same things fairly consistently. But yeah, it just seemed like he was trying to get the world to yield to that's a new to yield to his expectations, when it's like, that's not how it works. Oh, geez Louise. You know, it's a lot easier to change your expectations to the world, because the world's the one objective thing that, you know, we all have to kind of deal with. It's kind of like the podcast thing that we are going through with my dissent and everything. There's just a lot of things that even the Stoics kind of prided themselves on, which is just that respect of rules and law and order. I mean, you have to start somewhere. If it turns out in the future that those rules are unjust or whatever, then yeah, you need to take whatever steps you can to get them into you know, more virtuous parameters, I guess we could say. Holy shite. But I don't think it should necessarily lock you into having to do something like that, if that makes any kind of sense. I'm not sure I like these air things here. Just makes it easier. I mean, it's kind of hard to believe that people are complaining about the game being easier, but it does make sense. This game used to be challenging. Oh. Oh man, look at all this stuff. A spear. Uh, yeah, I got all this stuff in here. There's a shit ton of crap in this boat. Don't tell me this is going to, glitch out on me here, eh? Yep. Oh, that one. Where do we want to go for, smugglers? Why do I keep getting... +1 renown. Okay. Is there mermaids? Oh, there's one. Plunder. I wonder if I could go to Plunder Valley. Oh shit, maybe Old Faithful. Everybody hates Old Faithful. Let's try that. I'm thinking Al Pastor, Piggy. Uh, nice. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh. See ya. Good luck. Yes. Don't stop until we handled it. Alright, here's a good one. Epictetus from the Discourses 1.2.32. Oh boy, we're being fired at. We must undergo a hard winter training and not rush into things for which we haven't prepared. Yeah. That's a historical significance back in the day, medieval eras, ancient Rome and stuff like that. They had armies. Armies didn't fight in the winter because it was just too rough, too cold. But that doesn't mean these days that you stop. Stoicism and life does not really give you the opportunity to stop. You're constantly fighting. And as long as you're breathing, you know, it's a constant. You don't get to pause life. So that's just saying that you want to train through the winter, because that's what strengthens the armies back then, is that hardship that they would have to endure. So that's just the never-ending training to make themselves better and more equipped for fighting. It's the same thing in our practice that we do with Stoicism. It's constant training in the spring, in the summer, in the heat of summer, even in the chill of winter. It's year-round, day in, day out. And only the fools rush in, like the previous passage. So but again, I can't stress this enough. We are not perfect. We're human. So the intent is to be trying these techniques and keeping them in mind and pausing to think about them rationally, reflect. If you haven't practiced enough to be able to do it in the moment, this is where the journaling comes in. Before you go to bed, when you wake up, just kind of, jot something down. You also have to resist the temptation. I mean, if you're able to, and you're that strong of a writer, write as much as you feel comfortable with doing. If you're not that familiar with writing or have a penchant for it, it can just be a sentence. It can be the bare, it's your journal. And as long as you're getting used to the process, and I think you'll find once you start and have some breakthroughs with that, you realize, just kind of how semi-helpful it is for you to put a finger on some of the subconscious things that your brain is doing that you might not necessarily be picking up on consciously. I'll admit I'm kind of bad at journaling. I'm hit and miss. Usually it really picks up if I'm having a particularly hard time with something. It's usually when I'll really be attentive to journaling. For the most part, I just try and reflect. Which I'm fairly consistent with. And I don't want to say I got these maxims, but some of the phrases I keep in mind. Marcus 2.1 is always a thing I repeat to myself when I'm in the shower every morning. I also try and go over kidney? Some memento moris and stuff like that. Do meditatio malorums. It's gonna get lucky with one of those. But yeah, that's two little Stoic quotes for the day. We're about ready to wrap up here, probably after this delivery. So hopefully you're able to glean some wisdom from those. Which is my intent. Feel free to comment on here or the YouTube channel where I put these VODs. And let's get some conversation about it. What do you guys think? I think this is just kind of part of my Stoic practice as well, to get this solidified in my mind. And hopefully bring, some good to the whole of you and all of us. Stoicism does have that thing with the cosmopolis, keeping the good of the many in mind. And a lot of, I won't say a lot, but some Stoics will differ on the focus on that. I prefer to focus on myself, because I believe that's the greatest benefit I can provide to the cosmopolis as a whole, is just bettering myself for the moment. I need to get all that stuff down with my roles and make sure that I'm secure with my practice before I can start engaging wider, I suppose. Oh wow, you actually got me. Oh, thank God I got all the breakables off first. See? Smart. I'm gonna have to go and fix that. I think the hardest part is just, is finding those biases and those cognitive trips and triggers that everybody has. Just picking it up from the environment you've been in. Oh, that was a plunging shot, so that went through the top. Yeah, if you could just stop serves, that would be awesome as well. I really don't like the noise. I could go over and take care of it, I guess. Let's see this. Oh, come on. That's a hole. Okay, I'm just gonna have to put a stop to you. Okay. That is enough. Asshole. Yeah, you guys can hash it out. Oh, shit. It's quiet, too quiet. Yeah, I know. Not everybody is down for it. Oh, no, no, no. Whoop, whoop. But yeah, we're going to get this done, guys. I'm going to go and grab a lunch. Not really that peckish at the moment, which is kind of weird. I guess. Shit. Hey, eat anything last night? I guess I did. Oh yeah, I guess I had the sandwich. So that was like 2 o'clock or so. That wasn't too late. Normal-ish time. Anyway, matters not. Guess I don't have to get a burrito. I can get something a little less filling. Burrito tacos, maybe. Oh, I didn't raise an alliance flag. That's why he can't see me. Oh, silly goose. Such a silly goose I am. Now, can I sell that here? Probably not. Well, let's go, he's going to Reapers, so let's go to, Galleons, southeast. Away we go. Maybe I'll go upstairs and take a shower first. Cold shower. I could do my, practicing of discomfort. That's what one of these quotes in here was talking about, Cato the Younger, which I don't agree with the author when he wrote it in there, saying that Stoics were practicing indifference with a CE, not the TS. And maybe that was an editing mistake. Typo, you know? Or they thought it was a typo. Yeah, I haven't brushed my teeth first. I've got a optometrist appointment here on Wednesday. I've got to wake up early tomorrow because I forgot to take the flag down at school. So I'm going to need to have to go and raise it tomorrow. Which is fine, my mistake. Like I live like 5 or 6 blocks away from the school, so it's literally like a 5-minute drive and 10 minutes of traffic. So yeah, it's no big deal. Like I said, my mistake, so I have to eat it. I could have gone yesterday and just taken it down. That was the manager's suggested course of action, but I was busy on Friday doing lots of other extraneous stuff that I guess I didn't have to do it, but I wanted to get done because the day guy didn't do it. And that's where my expectations fail, because I have the expectations that my peer works as hard and has enough pride as I do. And that's just not true. So that's my challenge there is trying to keep that in mind. But damn, if I can be vicious for just a second. Oh my god, like, oh yeah, oh my god. I don't think the guy is cut out for the role. And that would be me judging by the complaints of everybody else has about it. I kind of figure not my job, not his boss. Do whatever. However, when that job spills over to mine, that's when I get a little crotchety about it. When I've done my due diligence, I've mentioned it too. We've talked about it. At least twice. Nothing changes. So again, that Marcus 2.1. We just know that that's how he is, so we can't expect much more. That frustration is just because, my god, like, I think I've lowered my expectations, and then he's just constantly setting that bar even lower. Like, it's amazing, actually, just how low this goes. Alright, folks, there we go. That's gonna do her. We're gonna go and I'm saying tacos, but I know I'm gonna get a burrito. It's just force of habit. The hell is that? Is that a parrot? The hell is that noise? You got a music box. See, that's the music box I want. You should have one of these as a trinket. Seriously. Oh, almost 84. There's one in here too, right? And we've got both here. Nice. Oh, look at that, gang. We did a full circle. We ended at the same outpost we started at. We got a couple people around us. We got a kitty here at our feet that I'm annoying. But yeah, let's cut this here. Oh, I got another notification here. Okay. Where's my there we go. Let's see what this one is. What did I get this one? Am I getting drops off my own? That's hilarious. I'm getting drops from watching my own channel. Hey, I'll take it. Mandrake Sales, EWR Cutlass. Whatever. Whatever. Alrighties. Alrighties. Till next time, guys. Don't blow up. Remember, practice that patience. Pause and reflect. Another good one I remember is try to remember that everyone is most likely trying to do the best that they can do in that particular situation. Very few people are actually vicious and malicious. They're just trying to get on by, just like we are. If you take it from that framing, things tend to go a little smoother. You'll know when you're doing it right. You'll just, everything, the feeling I get is everything just falls into place, and you can sense it. But it's using your brain. It's not what you think you are. It's what you think you are. So yeah, gentle folks, be well, be wise, and until next time, I will see you. If I don't, well, then that's just what life has allowed for us. I might be back on here after the burrito and do the new game. Maybe a little Hell Divers, just to see what's going on. See if we've cleared those Tyranids. I always keep saying Tyranids, but yeah, the bugs. Anyway, guys, enough of the pirates. Good luck. Be well. See you soon.